In the autumn of 2002, the town of Blackridge sat hidden between thick forests and long-forgotten highways. It was the kind of place where people locked their doors before sunset and lowered their voices whenever the old railway station was mentioned. For nearly 20 years, the station had been abandoned. No trains stopped there anymore. But strange things still happened around it. Lights appeared in empty windows late at night. Static interrupted nearby radios. And every few years, someone claimed they heard a train passing through town long after the tracks had gone dead. Most people ignored the stories. Kate Bennett did not. At 16, Kate was curious to a dangerous degree. She carried a second-hand camcorder everywhere, hoping to become a filmmaker someday. Ghost stories fascinated her, especially the legend of the midnight train a train locals claimed appeared once every October before vanishing into the woods. Joe Carter thought the whole thing was nonsense. Joe had moved to Blackridge only months earlier after getting suspended from his old school for fighting. He was reckless, sarcastic, and always looking for excitement. While Kate searched for mysteries, Joe searched for trouble. And somehow, that made them perfect partners. One cold Friday evening, Kate burst into the garage where Joe was fixing his dirt bike. "I found something," she said. Joe barely looked up. "Unless it's pizza, I'm not interested." Kate placed an old newspaper clipping onto the workbench. Missing local conductor, 1981. Joe wiped grease from his hands and read the article. According to the report, a train conductor named Samuel Vane disappeared the night the final train passed through Blackridge Station. Witnesses claimed the train never reached the next town. No wreckage was ever found. No bodies either. "That's creepy," Joe admitted. Kate grinned. "Exactly. And tonight is October 23rd. Joe slowly looked at her. "No. Come on. No chance. People say the train appears tonight." Joe sighed heavily. "And if we die, I'm blaming you." By 11 that night, they were climbing through the rusted gates of Blackridge Station. The place looked frozen in time. Broken benches sat beneath cracked lights. Torn schedules still hung on the walls. Wind howled through empty corridors while dead leaves rolled across the platform. Kate switched on her camcorder. "This is Kate Bennett reporting from the creepiest place in town," she whispered dramatically. Joe rolled his eyes. "Future Oscar winner right here." Then the station lights flickered. Both of them froze. The lights had no electricity. A deep metallic sound echoed through the darkness. Clang. 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 Joe stared down the tracks. "You hear that?" Before Kate could answer, her camcorder screen erupted into static. The air suddenly became colder. Far down the tracks, a light appeared. Not a flashlight. A train light. Joe's joking expression vanished instantly. The light grew brighter. Then came the sound. A train horn. Low. Long. Impossible. The tracks began vibrating beneath their feet. Kate whispered, "That's not funny anymore." Out of the darkness emerged an old black locomotive covered in rust and smoke. Its windows glowed dim yellow, and strange figures could be seen sitting motionless inside. The train moved silently except for the screaming metal wheels grinding against the tracks. It slowed as it reached the station. And stopped. Every door creaked open at once. Joe grabbed Kate's arm. "We're leaving. Right now." But Kate noticed something strange. Inside one of the windows stood a man wearing a conductor's uniform. His face was pale. His eyes hollow. And pinned to his jacket was a name tag. Samuel Vane. The missing conductor. Kate lifted the camcorder with shaking hands. The conductor slowly pointed toward the station building behind them. Then all the lights inside the train went dark. A second later, screams erupted from inside the cars. Not normal screams. Dozens of voices crying out together. Joe pulled Kate backward. "Run!" The train doors slammed shut violently. The engine roared to life. But instead of moving forward, the train began rolling directly toward them. The tracks trembled. Kate and Joe sprinted through the station as the train accelerated unnaturally fast behind them. Rusted signs exploded off the walls while the deafening horn echoed through the night. Joe kicked open a side door, and both of them tumbled into the old ticket office. The room shook violently. Dust rained from the ceiling. Then silence. Complete silence. Joe slowly looked outside. The tracks were empty. The train had vanished. Only fog remained. Kate's hands trembled as she checked the camcorder footage. At first, everything looked normal. The station. The tracks. The train. Then the final frame appeared. A close-up image of dozens of pale faces staring from inside the train windows. Not passengers. Something else. One face stood closest to the glass. Samuel Vane. And scratched across the fogged window beside him were 4 words. Don't let it return. The next morning, Kate and Joe brought the tape to the town sheriff. But when they played it back, the footage was gone. Nothing remained except static. The sheriff laughed it off and sent them home. Years later, the old Blackridge station was demolished after a mysterious fire burned most of it to the ground. But every October, people driving near the old tracks still report strange radio interference late at night. And sometimes, just before midnight, they hear the distant sound of a train horn echoing through the forest. Even though no train has passed through Blackridge since 1981.